Hey everybody, it is Wednesday night and it's time for Super Geeked Up!
Woo!
Yeah! What's up everybody? My name is Jeff. Thank you very much for geeking out with us. Really appreciate it. This is Super Geeked Up, your live weekly geeky pop culture show. If you've never seen us before, we're going to talk some fun
And where the hell have you been?
geek-themed topics, and we're also going to play some geek-themed improv type games. All right, so we always have a lot of fun in the show. There is a live chat. Hopefully you're in that right now. If you're watching live, please type away there. We love hearing from you guys. We're going to share your comments live as we do the show. For the second week, we have guest co-host Jake Bennett. What's up, sir?
Nothing. I am. There's no danger of me vomiting this week.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
What
or
a nice
doing
way to
anything else with any bodily
just stop.
fluid. Okay.
Stop.
I'm not sick is the point.
Yeah, he had food poisoning last week.
Yeah.
Is what he was getting at. All right, and our special guest, she's returning to the show, Rena Strober. Hi.
Hi.
Rena's an awesome actress, amazing singer as well. She actually did some singing on our show last time in our geeky musical game. And she's actually done a couple of our live appearances as well, something in Vegas at San Diego Comic-Con last year. So she's a good friend of the show. Thank you very much for coming back. All right. I'm going to go over here and check the chat in a minute here, folks. But we got a lot of stuff we're going to do. We're going to do the Let's Geek It on dating game. We got geeky accents. We're going to read some ridiculous Amazon reviews. And but first, we like to kick things off with one of our geeky questions of the week, Geek Tweet questions of the week. Jake, what's that?
Well, the geek. Wow.
What is it?
Am I sick? Oh. That's all vodka. All right. The geek tweet of the week is this: what video game character would you love to be?
All right. And by the way, we actually have a bunch of people already in the chat. Please,
wait, like what you'd like to be in real life, or just what you'd like? Can you elaborate on that question?
I cannot. That's all it says on my notes. What
so thank you
video
over
game character would you love to be?
I will elaborate, sure. So basically, if you could actually be,
and since you've been one, technically, you can't say that one.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's cheating.
she's been many actually video game characters.
So you can't do that.
We'll talk about that later, folks. Yeah. By the way, sorry if you don't know Rita, we'll talk about it more later. But she was Azura in Fire Emblem Fates. She's been in Final Fantasy 15. What's the one I'm just thinking of that you just mentioned? The Republic, right?
Republic.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of stuff. Anyway, so if you could actually be a character, if you could embody that character in the video game, who would you want to embody? Is more or less what I'm trying to get at there. But
so you would be in that game as well.
Cool.
Correct. Before you give our answer though, bunch of people in the chat. Give your answers in the chat, folks. We got Victor, we got Lister's Mate Lacrodius, Mark's Pile, Jelly Duck 100, which is a great name. He was watching here. She was watching last week. Charles Churchill. Oh my God! Thanks, guys. Great crowd at the very beginning here. By the way, Mark says there is a 0% chance of vomit today. The weatherman predicts.
I'm not going to say 0%, just because shit happens. So we'll see. But I think I can keep it down for the most part.
All right. And Pierre Kelly just joined us in the chat. He says, I would like to be Cyrax. I'm actually not sure who that is. Jake, do you know who Cyrax is?
Isn't that from
Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat, right?
Is it one like the robot type?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know who it is.
I think that's Cyrax.
And then Victor took one of my answers. Says Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. Absolutely. Commander Shepard is amazing. All right, but Rena, who would you like to be?
My answer from last time, because I think we had a similar question, was, and I wasn't sure if there was a video game, but was there a Harry Potter video game? Because I would be in that. Okay, then I would be in that.
That's the world you want to be. Yes, I remember that. But what character would you want to be in a Harry Potter video game?
Was there a Nymphadora character in the video game?
Nymphadora Tonks. Yes, there is.
Was
that her first name? I think Tonks' first name was that. Somebody in the chat help me out.
Yeah, that's what.
The one with the pink hair, purple hair. Yeah. I love Tonks. All right, awesome. That's a great choice. Very good.
Thanks.
Jake, what about you?
Well, I thought about this, and I think it has not really much to do with the character, but I'll explain. I'm gonna go with Franklin from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay, I have not played, so enlighten me.
One, because I would be a black guy, and my cool factor would be like exponentially higher. All right. Okay. But two, he can kind of slow down time to drive very accurately, so it's perfect for LA traffic. But also, in the world of Grand Theft Auto, money is just never a problem. I can just get it by any means that I need to get it, because there's not really any repercussions for crime, because I respawn, and when I respawn, I'm just not in prison anymore. And also, it looks like I can eat whatever the hell I want. My metabolism is through the roof. My strength rate, I just go play golf a bunch, and my strength rating is extremely high. And then, I just kind of, run around a little bit, and then my cardio is great, because my cardio, my ability to run through the roof. So for those reasons, I think I would go with Franklin. Okay,
that was a very, very essay-like answer.
Well, look, is that not what this is? Is this not a forum for discussion?
Now, Rena, I'm sure you're playing Grand Theft Auto all the time, right?
What?
You play Grand Theft Auto all the time, right?
I once just watched someone play it, and there were hookers, and I was like, this is not Harry Potter.
Exactly. A paradise. A virtual paradise.
As you were watching, did you actually verbally say that to them? This is not Harry Potter. That would be great.
I was shocked. Where's the magic?
You were like, hey, that's not the wand I want to see.
His wand is very big.
Whoa.
All right. In the chat, we got Kerry Johnson is with you, Jake. He also says Grand Theft Auto. He says that the protagonist from Grand Theft Auto Vice City would be his choice.
Okay.
Mark says, I would be Xavier Pendragon from Eternal Champions. Anyone remember that game? And Mark says they weren't hookers in the game. They were just naughty Sailor Moon cosplayers. I'm sure that was what they were going for.
Well, you still slept with them, so.
Lister's Mate says, I see Jake as one half of Laurel and Hardy, but that's not a video game. I don't know.
I don't think that is a video. I don't think that'd be a very exciting video game.
I don't know what they would do in that game at all.
I don't know.
My choice,
besides
Commander Shepard or the character Ryder in the new Mass Effect Andromeda game, I would go with Lara Croft, because she's probably my favorite video game character.
Okay.
Who doesn't want to be a kick-ass chick, man?
Yep.
Because Lara Croft kicks ass. She's awesome. And then I would have really large boobs, which would be good.
You can do any Japanese video game, and you'll have large boobs.
Well, that's very, very accurate.
Because I dubbed them.
So really, I want Lara Croft's very kick-ass, though, and that's really why I like her. She's very intelligent. She's very scholarly. They got the archaeology history thing, which I dig as well, because I was a history major.
Wow, Jeff. I always knew deep down inside you there was a strong, powerful, independent woman.
Yes, thank you.
Deep down.
That's why I always write the female lead characters. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see if anybody else is sharing things in the chat. All right. Well, Charles Church just says, well, that's another fine mess you've gotten us into. I don't know. Maybe about the hookers. I don't know what he's talking about. Probably
a lot of hooker talk. A lot of hooker talk.
All right. So that was some of the video game characters we'd like to be. You can keep chatting away there, or you can tweet us at Super Geeked Up, folks. Forgot to mention that. Or if you're watching in post, please tweet your answers. We always like hearing from them. So let's see here. All right. Oh, hey, it's time. We're going to talk more to Rena in a little bit. We're going to do some geeky accents, some other cool stuff. But it's time for the Let's Geek It On dating game. Hey, Jake. Well, actually, no, never mind. I'm going to explain this. Sorry. Okay. But you are very good at explaining this. I almost went to you. So the way this works is, okay, all right. Actually, I'm going to be the guesser. We determined just before the show started. Rena and Jake have picked some.
We have to set the mood, I believe. There we go.
All right, turn it off. You're gonna flag us. You're gonna flag this video, man. That was great. So Rena and Jake have picked fictional characters that they're going to play on this dating game. I'm going to ask them some questions, They're going to answer those questions as their characters, and I will try to figure out who they are, what characters they are from their answers. All right. So I know Rena has one already selected. Jake, you've got somebody in mind?
Oh, I've got somebody.
Oh boy! All right, I can't wait. Oh, by the way, we did have a tweet come in from Carlos Bathory. Mario Brothers is the game.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Look, Carlos, tell me which one: Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, Yoshi. I would like to be Yoshi. I love Yoshi.
Well, that's who I always play as on Mario Kart.
Yeah, I always play Yoshi on Mario Kart too. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat, Chris Hadley says very appropriate music for this game.
Yep. That's some doing it music. All right.
All right, here we go. It's time to play Let's Geek It On. Here's my first question for you two. If you were to take me on a romantic date, what would it be like? Bachelorette number 1. Or Bachelor number 1. Go ahead, Rena.
If I were to take you on a date, well, it would all be about me, and I would pick a restaurant that I liked so I could dress in my finest clothes and bangles and gloves. I would definitely wear white satin gloves. And maybe all my friends would be there. But really, it'd be all about moi. Moi. Dinner would be about moi, even if you were there.
Wow, that sounds enchanting. Bachelor number 2.
Well, it wouldn't be all about me. It'd be all about you, baby. See, what I would do is I'd probably gather up some friends as well. I want you to feel comfortable, you know? So we'd probably go somewhere nice, somewhere beautiful, like you. You know what I mean, sugar? And we'd probably go out to like you know what? I know a nice little cabin in the woods that we could go to and check it out. It's it's a little dangerous, kind of like me. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know who you are. Oh, sorry, I'm not guessing.
No, but you can maybe in a minute. Sorry, I was reading some of the chat. Did you say cabin in the woods? Is that what you just said?
Oh, yeah. You know, something remote, something real beautiful.
Yeah. Great. That sounds like a terrible time. Anyway, my second question. Oh, by the way, in the chat.
It was the first 2 times I went.
Victor Snyder says, Rena is my ex-wife. All right. The character you're playing, he means. We'll see. All right. Anyway, let's see. My next question. Let's see. What do you usually do on a Friday night?
Oh, on a Friday night, I put my white satin gloves on. I shine my diamonds, or I warm up my voice. Me, 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 me. Oh, and no, I won't tell you about my one friend because that would give me away.
Okay, one friend. All right, very popular. All right, bachelor number 2.
No, I don't have one friend. I was going to tell you about a certain friend, but then I would give me away.
You have many friends.
Many friends.
Okay, all right. Bachelor number 2.
Well, you know, if I'm not forced to work at the lovely merchandise big box store that I do work at, you know, I do spend my time doing a little gardening. I'm quite handy when it comes to that, we'll say. But you know, just out looking for babes. You know what I mean, sugar?
Oh, do I? Okay. Let's see. If I took you home to meet my family, what would they think of you?
Moi? Well, if you took me home to meet your family, they would be confused because I travel with a hand up my ass. But they might really enjoy moi because moi is wonderful.
All right. No, I know. Actually, the chat already got it a long time ago. They were very good.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. I'll reveal in a minute, but they actually got it after the first one. They were really smart.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Well, before we go to number 2, let's just go. So, who said it first? Actually, it looks like Charles Churchio is the first to guess this. He says, "Are you Miss Piggy?"
Yay!
Yeah. And
Or
a
that
bunch
guy's
of
ex-wife.
listeners made also had said it, and I think Chris Hadley too. So yeah, a bunch of people. Very good. Nice job, guys. Nice job, Rena. Victor says, I don't think this is correct, but Jake is the Unabomber.
Well, that is an upcoming television show on Discovery, but no, that's not who I am.
Anyway, but okay, Bachelor number 2. What if you met my family, what would they think of you?
I think your family would be real impressed with what a specimen their daughter brought home. You know, the complete package. Well, not all my limbs, but complete in other areas. You know what I'm saying? And I think they'd be real pleased with how well I could protect their beautiful daughter, because that's what you are. A beautiful, beautiful woman.
All right. Oh, thank you. That's a very nice compliment. In the chat, Necrodia says, well, a hand up one's ass is the only way to travel nowadays. So there you go.
It's true.
All right. So I'm going to, Mark's actually, I think, is the first one who gave the clue to this for me in the chat. He said about a boomstick. So are you Ash?
I'm Ash from,
Evil Dead.
Yep.
Other people got also other people in the chat. They're always very good at this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think who else had said Ash here. People thought Edward Scissorhands.
I almost asked if I could borrow that hand since I only had one.
Or Dwight from The Office.
Dwight from The Office would have been good, yeah.
All right. But nice job, guys. And oh wait, is Lanier? Oh, Lanier just joined us. Ryan actually hasn't been here in a while. He says, "Well, that is an awkward time to come in." I'm not sure which time he came in.
Probably the hand up the ass.
Yes, probably yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, let's do one more round of this. Jake's gonna guess this time. Rena and I will play some characters. All right.
Okay. Well, so, I hope I get these. Alrighty.
I'm sure the chat will help you out if you're not
sure. I'm gonna have to take notes. Alrighty. Bachelor number 1 or bachelorette, whatever the hell you are. I don't know yet. But let me ask you. Let me ask. This is a question for both of you. What is your ideal first date?
My ideal first date would be lots and lots of small people serving me dinner in a dark, dark restaurant. All men, no girls, no little girls, and no dogs, but lots and lots of small men.
Jeez.
Well, sounds like I'd have competition. I don't know how I feel about that. Bachelor number 2, your ideal first date.
My first ideal first date. Well, first off, I want to go somewhere where there's a lot of scummy, dangerous people. All right, probably going to be a firefight, and then maybe we might go on a ship. Probably is going to break down a few times, and ideally, the woman will be like a really stuck up person.
Wow. Okay. I don't know what I think about that. Well, here's my next question. Bachelor or bachelorette number 1. What would you say is your strongest quality as a potential mate?
I have a lot of strong qualities, but I would say my bicycle is the best part about me.
Okay.
Bicycle?
Yes, my bicycle.
Okay.
Sounds a little Pee Wee Hermanish, but I'm going to move on. Bachelor number 2. What do you think is your best quality?
Definitely my best quality is I always shoot first, especially in the bedroom.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. Let some others get some trigger time there. You know what I mean, sport? Okay, and just for my own personal enjoyment, let me ask one more question.
Oh, please.
Bachelor number 1. What would make you happiest in a relationship?
Oh, no dogs And no houses and no water. No water beds, no waterfalls, no French kissing because there's moisture there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dry
And same for you, number 2.
Happiest in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to be somewhere warm. I've been too many goddamn cold freaking places in my life, and I really want a woman I can worship, or at least call things like your worshipfulness.
Okay. It sounds like you two would get along with each other better than you would with me.
Oh, great! Yeah, we should just date each other.
Yeah, there you go. But I do have some. I have some guesses.
Yeah.
I had some guesses after the first one.
Yeah, no, the chat. That's why I made it obvious. The chat got it right away. Actually.
Well, I'm assuming you're Han Solo, and she's the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, you got it.
The most misunderstood villain in all of media.
She really misunderstood?
Well, I mean,
she just like didn't get laid for so many years, and she's just pissed.
I'm kind of on her side. Dorothy dropped a house on her sister.
You know what? That's a really good point.
And then stole her shoes. That gets you shot in South Central. Is stealing someone's shoes after you drop a house on their sibling.
It's true. You make a good point.
By the way, Chris Hadley got the Wicked Witch, and Victor Snyder got Han Solo first, but a lot of other people did in the chat as well. But the Wicked Witch was doing a lot of more nasty things before that with Dorothy came, right?
Well, we don't know.
She wasn't really that nasty. She sings a great song at the end of Act 1 of Wicked.
So there you go.
Well, hey, on Once Upon a Time, I think she's great. I love that character.
Didn't see it.
All right. Yeah, you got a lot of season to watch. I got to catch up too, actually. But you should. She hasn't come in for a while, actually. But anyway, it's still really good. Mark's pile in the chat says, "Did you drop a house on my sibling? It's war." Well, that makes sense, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a reason to get really mad, actually.
Yeah. Dropped. Yeah. And who wouldn't want winged monkeys under their control? You know.
Okay, so the Witch of the West and East were siblings, but the North was not related to them, or she was? Like Glinda, the Good Witch?
Yeah, the North is Glinda's sister, right?
Is she also sisters with them?
Yeah, Glinda. I think...
I thought Glinda is the North Witch.
So they're all siblings?
Is there a Witch of the South?
I would assume. What's her lazy ass been doing?
We never hear about her, though. Yeah, she's just like freaking on vacation somewhere.
Well, didn't he write like 900 different sequels to Wizard of Oz? Like, he apparently wrote a shit ton of those books.
I didn't know he wrote that many. I thought it was like one more.
Well, not 900, but he wrote like several more, I thought.
All right. Well, help us on the chat, folks, if you know more about the Wizard of Oz. Charles Churchill says they're all sisters, I believe. And Victor Snyder says he has 5 flying monkeys that help him. Okay, good. At home. That's very nice. All right. That was Let's Geek It On. Very good good guessing, folks, in the chat. All right. Hey, we got some more stuff we're going to do. We're read some crazy Amazon reviews. We're going to do geeky accents. But let's talk to Rena now and what she's up to. Hi. So, first thing is, she actually just told me this right before we went on air. This is super exciting. You just recently won the Breakthrough Voice Actress of the Year award.
Yay!
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell people, what was that for?
It was for this awesome, it was called Behind the Voice Actors. They're a huge website database of all voice actors and what they do. And every year, this was the 6th annual Voice Awards. They do all these awards for specific game awards. And then they have these 2 big ones, like Best Breakout Voice Actor and Actress. And it was like me and Jenny Slate, who I love, and the girl who did Moana. And I won. It's really cool. I think
she put the smackdown on Moana.
I think a lot of my work was because of Fire Emblem. I think that helped, and because that was this year, and Zero Time Dilemma, which was so cool. So I think it was a mixture of lots of stuff.
What the hell is Zero Time Dilemma? I want to hear about that.
Oh, it's this crazy awesome game. It's like an escape room. But in order for you to get out, you have to kill the people in the other rooms, and it's
my god,
incredible! It's an incredible game. Yeah, but it's super super fun. And if you're in LA, they did one of the escape rooms themed for Zero Time Dilemma. So you were playing amongst the characters. It was neat.
That's sweet.
Yes,
You're in so many fucking cool games. Wait, I gotta get something a second. In the chat, Victor says he voted for you 10 times.
Oh
Okay.
my God, Victor, thank you.
Lister's Mate says, according to the Oz books, they are sisters, but they're half sisters. North and South had the same mother. East and West had the same mother. Interesting.
Oh, so somebody, their dad's been up to some business. To say
and
the
then
least.
Mark Spell says, congrats on the award. Lanier says there were 8 books in the Oz series.
See, yeah, 8 of them.
And Alex says the videos of was it Zero Time Dilemma? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
He says the videos of that game are hilarious. You can set up elaborate traps.
But it like gets really dark and freaky. Like during some sessions, I was like, I'm scared. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. And then Trails of Cold Steel was also this year. So there's a lot of good things that happened.
In the chat, Carrie Johnson has a question for you. I've always wondered, when voice actors dream, what voice do they hear in their head? Is it always the same?
That's awesome. Well, I tend to have the same dreams about doing Les Miserables because I did it for so many years. So I dream in like whatever character I'm playing in that. But I don't think I don't know. I think it's probably just my voice. But I mean, it's usually a musical dream.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I had
musical
musical
they're
dreams.
usually musical dreams.
They really are? That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
but they're musical anxiety dreams. They're like, you have to go on for this. You don't know the music. Go.
Oh, I always have weird, like, they're very cinematic, the dreams that I have. One of them I wrote down because I think it would actually be a really cool story or script. So I actually have that written down that I've been meaning to work on. It was very strange. It's the most vivid dream I've ever had in my life. It was very bizarre.
You should get pregnant, Jake.
And it was all very science fiction.
Crazy.
Well, I was at the time.
See?
Weirdly enough, I was very pregnant.
So the dreams, well, yeah, Rena you just mentioned that. Yes, congratulations, Rena actually just recently had a baby, so congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you had even crazier dreams when you were pregnant?
Oh, it's insane. It's so weird. So weird. I kept having dreams that my baby would pop out of my belly button, and I'd be like, no, it's not time. And then I'd push her back into my belly button.
Did you watch Alien? Is that why?
Yeah, it was totally like Alien. Yeah, or Spaceballs. You know, when he comes out and he does the little tap dance.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, guys, if you've played the Fire Emblem, this is actually, I actually got this last year when the game came out. This was a special thing. This is you right here, right in the middle here. This is Azura.
Yeah, I have that.
That's this was the special edition thing when you got both games of Fates, Birthright and Conquest, and that's her there in the middle of the Azura.
And now Heroes came out, and there's some other.
Oh yeah, I had that. I got that for the app, and you do Azura in that too, right?
Yeah. Every time you hear her, that's me.
Yeah, Hero. That's actually a free app download, folks. Fire Emblem
really?
Heroes.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's in-game stuff you can buy, as usual, but the initial thing is free. Cool. Beautiful singing, by the way, of Azura in that game, folks. If you haven't checked it out, by Rena. All right. Well, what else? What else are you up to like currently that you can talk about?
I just shot a few episodes of a Nickelodeon show. I can't say much, but it's season 4 of Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. Pen Zero, if you guys are like awesome animation fans, Pen Zero Part-Time Hero season 2 just was released almost all at once, and I'm in a bunch of those episodes, and it's such a good show. Alfred Molina and Thomas Middleditch is in it, and
Wow.
Adam Devine, and it is so, and the guest stars are crazy. Every episode they have these amazing guest stars. So I got to sing this romantic duet with the guy who voiced Aladdin in the original Aladdin, Brad Kane. And they wrote us like this romantic song. So we got.
Who was also on Full House, right?
Was he?
He was like the guy who voiced Aladdin. I'm almost positive he was what was that character's name? He was like a neighbor. Yeah, he was a recurring character on Full House.
And now he's a sci-fi writer. I think he writes White Sails or one of the sci-fi shows out there. I'm not.
Well, there's a Black Sails pirate show. What's White Sails?
No, it might have been Black Sails, and I just got it wrong.
Somebody look him up online. Somebody look him up in the chat. Tell us who we're talking about.
But I've been busy, and I have a 3-month-old little baby, so that's keeping me busy. But I'm still going into the studio and recording, and staying busy.
Nice.
Trying to stay busy. And I gotta say, I get the coolest letters from people from Fire Emblem A lot of letters from kids who say the music really calmed them in a time of need, or the game really kept them from going off the deep end in high school or in life, and it's been really, really cool. So I'm glad that people are playing it and letting it affect their lives, which is nice.
So that's awesome. When you say letters, I assume it's more like internet or social media stuff. But do you actually get any physical letters?
No,
that would be amazing.
I actually thought I had it. I got a pile of letters from my agent yesterday of handwritten letters.
Oh my God, I know people still did that. That's amazing.
That is
handwritten
awesome.
letters, and then some of them print out pictures of Azura and say, like, can you sign the picture and send it back? So they send an envelope with their info.
Do any of the kids actually like try to draw Azura?
Most of them are printouts, but yeah, I've had some fan art, which is so cool.
That is awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
I plan if I ever, for any reason, get any hate mail, I'm gonna have it all sent to Daryl's house.
Oh yes, that's his. That's his.
I'm gonna give out his address so that it's all sent to him.
Good. That's smart. I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Yeah, and Scott, I looked it up just now, by the way. Scott Weinger, the voice of Aladdin, played.
No, Brad Kane.
The original Aladdin was Scott Weinger.
In the movie?
In the movie?
In the movie, yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now on IMDb.
But he was the singing and speaking voice of Aladdin. Brad Kane.
He was the singing voice. But the speaking voice was Scott Weinger.
I thought Brad did both.
I guess not.
No?
Was what I'm looking at. The original 1992 Aladdin, the voice of Aladdin was Scott Weinger.
Was that the guy there in the chat? The Cronies was saying it's DJ's boyfriend. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like
so
Scott something.
So he's on Fuller House right now. Still.
Or Steve Hale, yeah.
Yeah, he was recording his role in Fuller House, actually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he was the speaking voice.
Oh, yeah, he was the singing voice of Aladdin. Sorry.
Right.
So not speaking.
Right. Yeah, because I knew he didn't do the singing. I knew someone else did.
But the singing was what affected everybody. And it won our hearts. One jump ahead of the bread line. So come on. It's the best.
Yeah, Chris Halley he said the same thing you just did about the Scott and Brad being the speaking and space.
A whole new world.
It's great. It's great music in that. All those 90s Disney ones are amazing.
Alan Menken.
Did Alan Menken did Aladdin too?
He's the best.
I didn't know he did Aladdin. Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you see the live action Beauty and the Beast?
I workshopped that for Disney, actually. Wait, which live action Beauty and the Beast?
The one with Emma Watson that just released the movie.
Oh, that! I thought you were talking about the live action on stage. You're talking about the movie. Yes, I did see it.
Did you like it?
I thought it was beautiful. I love that score, Alan Menken. I was just disappointed in the singing voices. There's so many people who could have done it who sang, and that was just a bummer. And I love Emma Watson. I love her, but she played her too dowdy. She didn't have that like little town, that like magical I want adventure in the great wide somewhere. She was sort of like emo a little bit for me, and that's not Belle. And it's not, I mean, I really like her, and I just think she was miscast.
Gotcha.
It needs to be someone really, I don't know.
Who would you have cast then? Recast Belle right now.
Outside of yourself, of course.
Okay. I don't know, someone bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and aggressive. That person may not be a star, It might be
someone.
someone.
Anna Kendrick. Why do I think she would be a good Belle?
No, she fucking does everything.
Well, that doesn't mean that she couldn't be Belle.
What she's bringing up though is, which I hear a lot, obviously from musical theater people, is that I think you would like to see more musical theater people get the chance to do those roles instead of necessarily the really big stars.
It didn't even have to be a musical. I would have appreciated someone who could sing, and not. There was so much auto tune. It was insane. But it was just her attitude. I mean, she's a smart girl. She's a smart actor, and I love what she stands for politically. But Belle is, I don't know.
Oh, here's
I don't know who I would have cast.
Here's an interesting. Well, first off, Necrodia says Beauty and the Beast, I felt overall dropped the ball too. Sadly, he agrees with you. I actually really enjoyed it. I actually thought they were quite faithful to that. But I understand your point. Alex Martin suggests Amy Adams because she did Enchanted. That she could have.
I kept wondering. I was like, is Amy Adams mad that she's not in this movie?
She actually, I think, would have been maybe a little.
Yeah, I think
maybe not quite the right age right now.
Old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was great in Enchanted. I loved her in that.
Yeah. Right. That's the role. That's the personality. That's the person. You know?
Yeah. I mean, Jake, I would have just casted you, of course.
Yeah, I think Jake.
Well, I'd be Beast. I don't think there's any question. When I grow out my beard and have long hair, yeah.
Yeah. So wait, when you said your workshop, do you mean the one that's at Disney World, Disneyland, that Beauty and the Beast show?
No, they're going to be putting it back on its feet for the Disney cruise ship, which was announced at D23. So we presented it at D23. Yeah, they're reimagining the stage show using some of the. They brought a song back for the film that was in the trunk. That was the original song. So they put that back in, which was in the movie, and now they're re-looking at the stage production. So the Disney cruise ship is the first one that's going to have it. It's really beautiful.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that now? Did you do something else at D23? Did you say besides that? Didn't you tell me you were doing, or is that what you were doing there?
No, I did a Beauty and the Beast thing.
Now, was that for people who could watch, or was it just kind of for Disney behind the scenes for them?
No, it was for 6,500 people.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was the parks and hotel presentation or something. And that's where Lasseter talked about they were turning something into Pixar World, and then we came out and they talked about Beauty and the Beast, and we sang a bunch of the songs. And then it's where they announced the Star Wars, the hotel that you can go to for 4 days and sort of be immersed.
Oh, nice.
In Star Wars, and it was pretty cool. It was neat.
Sweet. I want to go to that hotel.
Me too. And once you go on, they never break character for 4 days. You're on this ship, basically.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
Immersive,
it's going to be a resort
right?
at Disney itself.
It's in Florida, yeah. It's a hotel.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's so amazing.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's see. All right, where can people find you online before we move on here? Some other segments.
Twitter is just at Rena Strober. My Facebook is Rena Strober Actor Singer, and then renastrober.com is my website where I try to update at least a few times a month with some clips. I was on Veep in April on HBO, so I put the clip of that up there, and I try to stay current. I try.
All right.
And then YouTube. Cool. I have a YouTube page. So people can go to YouTube.
All right, Rena Strober on YouTube?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So, Jake, if you have that thing up there that I sent you.
I have, yes.
Okay. So, folks, we're going to try out this new thing. This is we do a D&D show, Monday nights. Our DM sent us this. This is an actual real Amazon review of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears.
Oh, my God. Those things are awful.
Well, so this review.
Gummy bears are all sugar in the shape of a bear.
Yeah, well, I guess these are shaped like a bear, but no sugar. Yeah, I prefer the sugar ones. I actually like gummy bears quite a bit. And actually, that was an amazing Disney animated show, Gummy Bears. I loved that when I was a kid.
Disney's got it. They need to do more the animated movies were so fun, even when they weren't musical. Did you ever see The Great Mouse Detective? That was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Do you know that one?
I know it, but I don't.
It's basically a mouse that was Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, it was nice.
It was awesome.
It was an animated movie?
Good. Yeah, it was awesome. Anyway, yeah.
All right. So anyway, I don't wait. Are you reading you want to read the short one or the full? What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm going to read the full one. I'm gonna.
So there you go, folks. This is about a father and a son at an NBA basketball game.
Well, yeah. Let me set the scene. He sets the scene so beautifully.
Right. So eloquently.
I feel like I need a cigar or a pipe and a hat or something to tell this story. All right. So here we go. Here's this review. The place, BMO Harris Bradley Center. The event, the Bucks versus Spurs. The snack, Satan's Diarrhea Hate Bears made by Haribo. I recently took my 4-year-old son to his first NBA game. He was excited to go to the game, and I was excited because we had fantastic seats. Row C, center court to be exact. Never sat that close before. Never had to go downstairs to get to my seats. 24 stairs to get to my seat, to be exact. His favorite candy is Skittles. Mine, anything gummy. Snuck in a bag of Skittles for my son and grabbed a handful of gummy bears for myself to be later known as Satan's Diarrhea Hate Bears. that I received for Christmas in bulk from my parents and put them in a Ziploc bag. After the excitement of the first quarter ended, I take my son out to get him a bottled water and myself a beer. We return to our seats to enjoy our candy and drinks. Fast forward until 1 minute before halftime. I've begun to sweat a sweat that's only meant for a man on mile 19 of a marathon. I've kicked out my legs so straight that I'm violently pushing the gentleman wearing a suit in the seat in front of me forward. He's not happy, and I do not care. My hands are on the side of my seat, not unlike that of a gymnast on a pommel horse, lifting me off my chair. My son is oblivious to what's happening next to him. After all, there's a mascot running around somewhere, and he's eating candy. I realize that at some point in the very near to immediate future, I'm going to have to allow this lava from Satan to forcefully expel itself from my innards. I also realize that I have to walk up 24 stairs just to get to level ground in hopes of making it to the bathroom. I'll just have to sit here stiff as a board for a few moments, waiting for the pain to subside. About 30 seconds later, there's a slight calm in the storm of the violent hurricane that is going on in my lower intestine. I muster the courage to gently relax every muscle in my lower half to stand up. My son stands up next to me and we start to ascend up the stairs. I take a very careful and calculated step up the first stair. And then a very loud horn sounds. Halftime. Great. It's going to be crowded. The horn also seems to have awakened the Satan's diarrhea hate bears that are having a mosh pit in my stomach. It literally felt like an avalanche went down my stomach, and I again have to tighten every muscle and stand straight up and focus all of my energy on my poor sphincter to tighten up and perform like it has never performed before. Taking another step would be the worst possible idea, and the floodgates would open. But don't worry, Daddy has a plan. I somehow mumble the question, want to play a game, to my son. He, of course, says yes. My idea is to hop on both feet all the way up the stairs, using the center railing to propel me up each stair. My son is always up for a good hopping game, so he complies and joins in on the fun. Some old lady 4 steps up, thinks it's cute we're doing this. Obviously, she wasn't looking at the panic in my face. 3 rows behind her, a man about the same age as me, who must have had a similar situation, notices the fear, panic, desperation on my face and understands the danger that I, along with my pants and anyone within a 5-yard radius spray zone, are in. He just mouths the word, "Good luck, man," to me, and I press on. Halfway up, and there's no leakage, but my legs are getting tired, and my sphincter has never endured this amount of pressure for this long a time. 16 steps and hops later, 4 steps to go. My son trips and falls on the stairs. Now, I have 2 options. Keep going, knowing he will catch up, or bend down to pick him up, relieving my sphincter of all the pressure and commotion while ruining the day of roughly 50 people that are now watching a grown man hop upstairs while sweating profusely next to a 4-year-old boy. Luckily, he gets right back up and we make it to the top of the stairs. Good. The hard part was over. Or so I had thought. I managed to waddle like a penguin or someone who was about to poop their pants in 2.5 seconds to the men's room, only to find that every stall is being used. Every stall. It's halftime, of course. Everyone has to poop at that moment. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Do I go ahead and fill the dream of every high school boy and poop in the urinal? What kind of example would that set for my son? On another hand, what kind of example would it be for his father to fill his what kind of example would it be for his father to fill his pants with a substance that will probably be unrecognizable to man? Suddenly a stall door opens, and I manage to actually levitate over the stall. My son follows me in. Luckily, it was the handicap stall, so there was room for him to be out of the way. I get my pants off and start to sit. I know what taking a giant poo feels like. I also know what vomiting feels like. I can now successfully say that I now know what it is like to vomit out of my butt. I wasn't pooping those Satan's diarrhea hate bears. They did something to my insides that made my sphincter vomit out the madness. I'm now conscious of my surroundings, other than the war at the bottom of half of my body is currently having with the porcelain chair. It is quiet as a pin drop in the bathroom. The other men in there can sense that something isn't right. No one has ever heard a poop vomit before. I can sense that the worst part is over, but it's not stopping, nor can I physically stop at this point. I'm leaking, and it's horrible. I call out, "Does anyone have a diaper?" hoping that some gentleman was changing a baby. Nothing. No one said a word. I know people are in there. I can see the toes of shoes pointed in my direction under the stall. "Does anyone have a diaper?" I'm screaming. My son is now crying. He thinks he's witnessing the death of his father. I can't even assure him that I will make it. Not a word was said, but a diaper was thrown over the stall. I catch it, line my underwear with it, put my pants back on, and walk out of that bathroom like a champ. We go straight to our seats, grab our coats, and go home. As we're walking out, the gentleman that wished me good luck earlier simply put his fist out, and I happily bumped it. My son asks me, "Daddy, why are we leaving early?" "Well, son, your father needs to change his diaper."
Well done. Very, very nice.
Wow. I get a snack. I was so excited by it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be great if you were now eating gummy bears right now, actually.
That's you know, as someone who's been in that situation, you know, there's nothing where once the poop sweat starts, you have a very limited time to get your business in order.
So, first off, by the way, that was a very dramatic reading. I love the way you read that. Excellent.
There's no other way. I mean,
I actually can't believe you got through almost all of it. Only like once or twice you actually you broke up a little bit. That was very impressive.
Yeah, there were a couple that I was like, that's just.
I was dying the first time I read it. In the chat, people were also dying. Pierre says, "Very, very funny." Necrodia says, "Oh my God, I have tears in my eyes. This is fucking hilarious." My face hurts from laughing, is what he says. Victor says, "Jake, I'm sending you some sugar-free gummy bears."
Oh God, any sugar-free gummy? Because I haven't had the sugar-free Haribo ones, but the Russell Stover's ones, yeah.
So
one of my best friends back home has the Beatus, and we got some sugar-free Russell Stover gummy bears, and we ate those and proceeded to live out a hell very similar to this man. Luckily, we were not in a public setting, but boy, the molten hot lava that it causes is unforgiving. It is a nightmarish hellscape that I don't wish upon my worst enemy. It's so bad. Horrendous.
Listener's mate says poop vomit is going to be a phrase I'm going to remember from now on. And Carrie Johnson says the poop sweats. That's what I want to know, actually. All right. What I don't like, I've had to take a shit pretty bad sometimes, but I don't think I've ever had poop sweats. What does that mean?
Everybody has poop sweats.
Everybody gets the poop sweats from that. It's when because
what does that mean? Are you sweating on your ass? Are you sweating on your face?
No, your face is sweating. It's like Ben Stiller in Along Came Polly.
I'm talking instant flop sweat, and it's because the douche you have to rid yourself of is got to go now. I broke this down recently on my podcast. There's 3 kinds of poops. Okay.
Oh God.
There's the maintenance poop. That's when you just got to poop. There's the leisure poop where you're like, I don't really need to, but I should for the comfort of something else going there. Like you poop before you get on an airplane or something like that. You're like, I don't want to have to poop on an airplane, so I'm gonna go poop now. It's kind of a leisure poop. And then there's your emergency poop. And that's when you get the poop sweats. It's the worst. I mean, I've been in that situation that the worst was driving in my car on the 405 in rush hour traffic.
Oh no.
Using my left leg I couldn't believe I didn't push a hole through the floorboard of my vehicle. I was pressing so hard to contain the ungodly flood of, it was awful. It was awful. I've been in, the poop sweats, Jeffrey. Everybody gets the poop sweats from time to time.
All right. So just when you have to like go so bad, basically, you got to like,
you just immediately, your body's like, I got to get something out of me. If I can't get that out, I'm just going to start sweating.
Sweats out. All right, I get it.
Yes. Yes.
All right. It's a new good term to use. Maria says, now we're getting the facts. And Alex Martin says, the breakdown. This breakdown. Okay. Yeah, there you go, folks. More than you ever wanted to know. All right. That was our first. I don't know. I got to come up with a name for that segment. I don't know what it's going to be. But if you have other Amazon reviews you find that you think are hilarious, please feel free to send them to me. You can send a link on Twitter at Super Geeked Up or supergeekeduplive@gmail.com. Happy to
dramatic Amazon reviews, I think, is what
dramatic Amazon readings.
Oh, yeah.
All right, good. There we go. Yeah, so please send them in if you guys have any of them that are funny. All right, let's go to Geek Tweet number 2, which is we're keeping our video game theme, but we're going to work in some musical type stuff since Rena is so awesome at that. What video game would you love to see turned into a musical? So if we could take any video game and make a musical out of it, what would we choose? And in the chat, please let us know your answers. We would like to hear them. Jake, do you have any thoughts?
I do. This isn't my real answer, but I'm going to say rock band because that's just a concert. that would be kind of funny. That's exactly the kind of thing that somebody would try to do. They try to make Battleship into a movie.
Oh, if they really made a movie, yes, you're right. That's what they would do.
Like that's the kind of thing they're like, yeah, rock band should be a musical, and it's like. But now it's just Rock of Ages. That's all you're doing. But so if there were one to actually be turned into a musical, I would not be surprised if Rock Band became a musical.
That's true.
I think it'd be more fun for something like I don't know, something like Fallout, because the dark humor in it would be hilarious to see being sung beautifully. Like, I think that would be like, I bet the people who did Avenue Q could do a Fallout musical and it would be hilarious and awesome.
Nice.
I really do.
I kind of went that way too. Like, one of my answers I thought would be Grand Theft Auto. I've never played it, but I just think it's ridiculous to turn that into a musical. So my other one, I actually think Super Mario Brothers could be fun as a nice musical comedy.
Sure.
Rena, what do you think?
Jake, first of all, I have to tell you, I listened to Avenue Q. It's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, it's great.
And I listened to the whole score yesterday because I was having this, like, I wish I could go back to college moment, and I just listened to the whole thing. But you know what? Is X-Men a video game?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a few.
So
the arcade one's awesome.
I mean, I'm sorry that I don't know as much about video games as I should, but that would be a really cool musical because every character would have a different sort of theme song and a different type of music, and it allows you to, like, you know, just do lots of cool things. So I would go with X-Men.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I could see that. You could have Wolverine. Sing some like brooding song.
He would do the 11 o'clock Javert number, you know.
Yeah. That would actually be really fun, to be honest with you. Like Magneto and Professor X.
Jackman would be perfect. You know, that whole cast could actually play their roles.
Too bad he's done playing Wolverine, but yeah, if we went back in time. But Professor X and Magneto could have like a singing duel with each other or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm trying to think what else would be a good one to do.
By the way, the X-Men arcade game was awesome. I played it all the time, Jake.
Oh, the arcade game was great. And then there was also 2 games that they did for Xbox. They did X-Men Legends and X-Men Legends 2. And those were awesome. Those were so fun.
Oh, yeah, Alex Martin just said X-Men Legends. He just said it in the chat. Wow, look at that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
He also says Fallout or Skyrim would be great as musicals. Chris Halley says Super Mario Brothers like I did. Necrodia says, no. Have sugar-free gummy bears in Silent Hill. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh.
And then a musical, too, version of it. And then Chris wants to know, I wonder how Pac-Man would be as a musical.
I was just thinking that. That's so funny.
Oh my God, how would they? I don't know. I guess Pac-Man did speak at one time in the one cartoon, right?
Pac-Man would be an opera. It would be like this snooty opera that just like, right?
And then of course, and then like the chorus would come out dressed as dots.
Ghosts.
And they would stand in the aisles of the audience.
Yeah. It would be really avant-garde and pretentious.
Yep.
That'd be cool, actually. I can see that. These are great ideas. Let's get going on them. Maria Duran says Galaga. Oh wait, we kind of just saw that with Guardians of the Galaxy. Kind of a little bit. I actually love Galaga though. That's a great game. And all right, I guess that's Chris says LOL Rena for Pac-Man, I think.
Love you lots, Chew.
All right, there you go. You're gonna keep getting your answers there, folks. All right, our last game of the night is Geeky.
Zelda. Zelda would be a great one.
That would be perfect, actually.
Yeah, Zelda would be, especially Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
And you can do lyrics to all the songs he has to learn how to play. That would be really good.
Oh, that's smart.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Look at you with a smart answer.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. All right, it's time to do Geeky Accents, our last game of the night. Hey, Jake, you want to explain this? How this works?
Yeah, it's very simple. Each of us has a few fictional characters and an accent that goes with it that is not native to that character. And the other two have to guess who it is. And that's it. That's that simple.
All right. In the chat, by the way, Maria says Zelda would be awesome. She agrees with you. So I've sent Rena some. I've got some for me. Jake, just before the show, came up with a bunch that were making him laugh hilariously. I don't know what these are, but he was enjoying coming up with them. So Jake, why don't you actually start? Jake's going to pick one character and an accent he came up with. He's going to perform that for us. And Rena, you and I can just shout out our guesses. Basically, we're going to try to identify the accent and the character, or one or the other, that he's doing.
This is so stupid. Okay. All right, are we ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. I say me gonna fight crime because my parents are dead, man.
Are you Jamaican Batman?
Jamaican Batman.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Jamaican Batman. Oh my God, that's so stupid. Do I keep going or are we alternating?
No, let's go to. By the way, in the chat, Chris says, "Oh, I love you too, Rena." Oh, look at that. Rena has all the fans. Nobody likes me and Jake, really. Okay, good.
Well, you know,
just like San Diego Comic-Con, where all the, they ain't got all the.
Say you love them, and I said, "LOL, I love you too."
Wait, since when does LOL mean I love you though?
It doesn't. But in my brain,
I okay, well that's good. That's a nicer meaning for it, actually, though. All right, let's see. Rena, you want to do one of yours?
Yeah.
I won't guess since I actually know what this is. But so Jake, you can guess.
Oops!
Okay.
I accidentally kissed my brother. Oops! I accidentally kissed my brother. My brother.
Well, I know you're Princess Leia, but I'm trying to place the accent.
I actually didn't know what she was doing.
My brother. My brother.
Is it Russian? Are you Russian
No.
Princess Leia? Huh?
Hi, Laddie. I kissed my brother.
Hi, laddie. I
Scottish.
kissed my brother.
Scottish Princess Leia. Okay.
It sounded so Russian.
Yeah, a little bit.
And remember earlier I said I can't do Russian accents.
I know.
Well, now
And that's the one you wound up doing. That was great. All right. So let's see what I got here. I'll do one now. All right. You guys ready? Both of you can guess this one. Good day, mate. I'm fluent in over 6 million forms of communication.
You're Australian C-3PO?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, Jake, I want to hear another one here. Oh, by the way, in the chat, people are guessing. Please do guess in the chat. Everybody's guessing Russian Leia. Chris Hadley thought it. Oh, actually, no, Chris Hadley got Scottish Leia. He got it. Very good, Chris. There you go. Chris and you are on the same wavelength, Rena.
Oh, look at that. I'm reading it too. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right, Jake, hit us up with one of your other amazing accents.
Oh my God. All right. I'm like the world's greatest detective. It's all elementary.
Valley Girl, Sherlock Holmes.
Surfer Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, close enough. Californian Sherlock Holmes.
California Sherlock Holmes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, guys. What?
Yeah. I hear her baby's back. I think.
My baby's back. I got my baby back, baby back.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How many more minutes? Just so I can tell the baby.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes? All right. I got a baby staring at me. She's staring at my titties. Okay.
Well, she's hungry. She's hungry. That's
wow, man. Jake, how often you and I hear that, huh? People stand at her.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. For the same reason, because they're also hungry.
You make it rock? Yeah, but she needs to eat. Oh, she needs to eat. Okay. Now, tell I'm in the dark, Joe. Okay. I got moody. Can you see me?
Yeah, no, it's good mood lighting. Very nice for the end of the show. All right, you want to do one last one? Want to do one more, Rena?
Yes. Which one should I pick? Oh my God, you sent me the greatest ones. But because of today's show, I'm gonna choose this one. I do not like you, Gaston.
Well, Italian Belle.
Yes.
Yeah. Italian Belle. You got it. Actually, you know what, Rena, I want to see you do the last one too.
Okay, I want to do the last one.
You're a baby.
You're a baby. You're a baby. Somebody.
Yeah.
My last one is, I will cast a spell on you, Expelliarmus. He who must not be
Robot
named.
Harry Potter?
Yeah, you got it. Robot Harry Potter.
Okay.
Nice job. All right, Jake, do you want to do one last one? I know you had a bunch you loved.
Oh, man.
You don't
Yeah,
have to, but if you want to.
these last two, well, yeah, I got three, but these two are ridiculous.
We'll do two quickly because then
Okay.
We're going to feed her baby.
Yeah, okay. I am your father.
Gay Darth Vader.
Yes, that's it.
What? Come on.
Slightly offensive, but kind
I
of.
know. What the hell?
Yeah,
I should have
exactly.
put some stipulations, I guess, on these
I wanted
accents
to-
before we did this game.
That's your Halloween costume.
Gay
Gay
Darth
Darth
Vader.
Vader.
Folks, Jake
Yeah.
Bennett does not reflect the Super Geeked Up. That's all.
Gator.
There's certain ones
Gator.
actually we don't do because we're trying not to be offensive. But all right, great. Thanks a lot.
I mean, Darth Vader. That one was perfect.
I
had to
am
be
your
for Darth
mother.
Vader.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That was
All
great.
right,
I
do-
want that to be
is-
like my ringtone.
Do your
Yeah.
last one. I hope it's not as offensive as the
What?
previous.
It's not. Number one, make it so.
All right, you're drunk, Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny. I had a Jean-Luc Picard one too.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's
Nice.
funny.
I love that accents to you is drunk and gay. Like,
Well,
those are accents.
it was voices because we've done this game before and it wasn't just accents.
Yeah, I like
so
the robot.
I wanted to go different with it.
I like it.
Yeah,
He wanted to be as offensive as possible.
we're going on a tour. It's not.
I'm sorry, I'm
offensive.
making a bottle.
They're all stereotypes. All these voices that we're doing are all stereotypes.
You're right. That is true. All the accents we do is very stereotypical, and obviously, folks, it's all in good fun, you know.
Yes.
In the chat, by the way, Chris Hadley says he loves you too, Jeff and Jake. Oh, thank you, Chris. Good. Thank you for
It's
the love.
about time. Got the recognition we deserved.
And Decrodia says the baby is a YouTube star. Maybe the baby will become a YouTube star.
Soon, she's really cute.
Oh, I bet. I've seen pictures of
Well,
it.
Really
step one. Yeah.
All right, that's gonna wrap us up for the night, folks. Before we get out of here, first, huge thanks to Rena. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks,
Being
guys.
awesome.
Oh, and can I just send a big old shout out to like all the Fire Emblem people and like awesome fans
Absolutely,
are
of course you
awesome.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the fans watching right now,
You
live.
guys are awesome. You're the awesomests.
I agree. And if you're watching a post, you guys are just as awesome as well. Rena, once again, just so people can check you out online, where is the best places to find you?
RenaStrober.com is my website. You can email me there, or you can follow me on Twitter. I love the Twitter. Facebook, YouTube. I have a lot of funny videos on YouTube. I try to put out lots of content that's ridiculous. Prenatal yoga, which is one of my favorite new videos, which will go up soon. Yeah. Stalk me anywhere.
Awesome. In the chat, Maria says, thank you, Rena, Jake, and Jeff. Well, thank you, Maria, for all your support and for watching and for supporting us on Patreon, as other people are in the chat as well. And Chris Hadley says, also, sweet of you, Rena, you are a great mom. Oh, look at that. Our people are giving you great mom awards.
Thanks. As my baby cries, I'm doing a podcast. I don't know if I'm a great mom. I'm making a bottle.
Jake, where can people check out your shenanigans?
Jake G. Bennett across pretty much all social media on Twitter and Instagram. And then check out mine and Daryl's podcast, Asinine Wisdom. It's ridiculous. We argue about stuff and we'll argue and discuss anything. It's a blast. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Asinine Wisdom. We're also on Google Play and iTunes. So go subscribe and leave us a review. I know it's not going to be a good review, but just leave us one anyway.
Oh, there she is. There's can we share her name with the audience? Yes.
Oh, Isadora.
Yeah, Isadora. There's Izzy. Hi, Izzy.
Yeah, very close to Nymphadora from Harry
Oh
Potter.
yeah. Maybe she'll have some like pink hair when she gets older.
What? Oh yeah.
Uh,
I gotta go feed her though.
all right, cool. Well, thank you very much, Rita. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate
Love you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, folks, for watching. We really appreciate it. Remember, you can check all our stuff out at supergeekedup.com. We have a Patreon page. Some of you in the chat, like Victor, Maria, and listeners made, are already supporting us there. Thank you so much. That's on the homepage of our site, or patreon.com/supergeekedup. And by the way, folks, we are using that Patreon money to good use. I actually just got a new computer, so we can do some more fancier streams and better lighting stuff. So we're just in the next couple of weeks, hopefully I'm going to figure all that out, and different like open broadcasting software streaming stuff we're going to do, hopefully, and maybe a little more pizzazz into the show. I mean, Jake is a pizzazz enough, obviously, when he's here, but
I'm human pizzazz, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're on.
I'm your father.
Jesus Christ. now I know the one you kept laughing at before the show. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much, folks. Again, we're in our new season here. This is just episode 2, so plenty more to go every Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. As when we do the show, we always love hearing from you guys. You can tweet us at Super Geeked Up. By the way, I would do super geeky questions every day now on Twitter. You look out for those. We love hearing your answers to those. And by the way, also, I can announce now actually that I will be at Dragon Con for the first time over Labor Day weekend. If you don't know, Dragon Con is actually one of the largest cons in North America. I hear nothing but rave reviews about it. It's supposed to have like some of the best cosplay ever. And I'm actually
Georgia, correct?
It is in Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few friends who have gone to that, and they say the cosplay there is insane.
Yeah, man. People just go rave and rave. So I cannot wait to attend. They actually accepted me as an attending professional this year. That was very cool. And it looks like I don't think I can announce exactly this, but it looks like I'm going to be on a bunch of panels too. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll give you more news about that when I can announce exactly what we're doing. But if anybody's going to DragCon, let me know. I would love to see you there. Love to hang out, geek out, talk about all that stuff. And again, big thanks again to Jake. Thank you, Jake, for the last couple episodes of guest co-hosting and San Diego Comic-Con. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, next week. Oh, and the chat, Chris says, congrats, Jeff. Have fun. Maria echoes that as well about a Dragon Con. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Next week, we'll have Jennifer Kretschmer as a guest on from Maze Arcana and Dollhouse. She's been on our show before. She was actually on our Dungeons & Dragons panel at Comic-Con. She's always a lot of fun. And, yeah, we'll have some other cool guests in the future as well. All right, I think that's it. Thanks, guys, as always. We'll see you next Wednesday. Maybe somebody you'll see Monday night for our D&D show, which is 8 p.m. Mondays. All right, until then, stay geeky, everybody. See you soon.